afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I am reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading Satellite Office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Wednesday, November the 7th, 2012, and here is today's midday market update. Want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices are trading today. As you guys know, we had President Obama reelected as president, and the markets are selling off of that election. And the Dow Jones is down 300 points. The comp is down 68.5 points. The Russell's down 20.5. The S&P cash index is down 31.30. The SPY is down 3 points. The IWM is down 2, and the triple Qs are down $1.40. If we take a look at the banking index is down $1.87. The oil index is down $34.55. Commodities, GDX is up 8 cents, GLD is down 35 cents, JJC Copper down 87 cents, and silver SLV is down 34 cents. Let's take a look at what I have up on the screen here. I have the 15-minute chart of the ES, and I have the 5-minute chart of the ES on the right-hand side. Just to give you guys a clue, some of these levels, these little zones that we have on the chart are in the chart before we get into the market here, as I do the research the prior night to highlight these levels here. And what you can see here, we have this little key trend line, this little key black trend line right here. I'm going to zoom in on the chart here, guys. You can see overnight we sold off. Overnight when the market closed yesterday, we sold off. Got this nice little bounce that came in like around 12 o'clock or so. All right, we bounced all the way back up to 1430. Hit this little resistance zone that we have right here, this little yellow zone. We sold off we sold off back off that zone. But going into today's session here, we were at this key area. If you guys have been trading with us in our intraday chat room, mywallstreettv.com, you guys know how important this 1411 area has been from this little band. And we've been trading the kind of like the little above and below method around the level above 1411, where we're looking for longs, below 1411, we're looking for some shorts. So right here this morning, we were looking at the market. We're saying, okay, if the market stays below 1411, look to get short. As you know, we sold off all the way from a high of 1430, but the trend was pretty strong there. And once we broke below that trend line, this little key black trend line that I showed you guys from the low that we made right here on Monday, you can see that's when all hell broke loose. Excuse my language, and that's when the market started selling off. We tried to get a bounce off this 1402 level. We crashed. Tried to get a bounce off our next little band of support. We crashed. A lot of traders were trying to play the bounce right here. And one thing else I want to show you guys, this key trend line is relevant. You can see here on Monday, this little downward channel that we had that we broke out of, which we actually called that on Monday as well to the long side. These trend lines are still relevant. And the reason why I say that was because take a look at this here. All right, when the market was trying to get a bounce right here, these guys are trying to look for the long and say, hey, guys in the chat room, don't look to get long this market unless we get back above this key trend line from that old channel and we hold above it. But right now it's serving as resistance. So therefore, we were still looking for shorts right here, and we were actually able to catch some nice moves. We'll take a look at some of those moves here in a bit, and that's why you keep key trend lines on your charts until they become irrelevant. Meaning that the price action is moving away from those trend lines, or they're chopping above and below it so many times that it makes the trend line irrelevant. So right now, you can see on a 5-minute chart, you can see how that took place right here. We broke back below the little void here for the channel. We sold right back down. We tried to get this nice little bounce right here. That trend line held, and we rolled right back over. And that was another little whoosh down that we were able to catch in some of our stocks that we were watching. And right now, unless we could get back above that trend line, I'm going to be looking maybe for the market to flag down here towards 1384 and against this 1394 in this little big range. So we'll see how it sets up. Just make sure you watch that 1394, 1395 area, 1396. We'll call it 1396. We really have to get back above this 1396 band area and hold for us to get some type of meaningful bounce. But right now, the trend is obviously to the downside. We are below 1400. We're below 1396. So I'm not looking for any longs at the moment. If anything, you should be looking for the market to consolidate and look for a move lower. And you can see the 5-minute chart is bouncing right here as well. And you can see volume starting to die out, and we're going to be looking for that volume. We're going to be looking for that volume to pick back up. You can see the volume on the little bounce compared to the volume that came into the sell side. Very heavy. So that's what we're looking at as far as the ES goes. Let me bring my other screen up so I can see some levels for you guys on the Qs. Just want to make this a little quick video. All right, if we take a look now at the Qs and the triple Qs, the SPY and the IWM, you can see those broke down as well. Everything's on the lows. IWM got to bounce off the 80 level. Remember that 81 was the key level we're watching in the IWM that we have been mentioning in our after the bell market summary videos. And you can see Qs are at the 64 area, got a nice little bounce off of 64. And you can see the SPY got a nice little bounce off this little 139 level. And you can see the SPY is right now is below 140. So that's some of the action that we're watching right there. Let's take a look at a couple stocks. Now we had some nice trades this morning that we called out in the chat room. All right, again, if you have not been to our chat room, you want to make sure you go to our website, wallstreettrading.com. Fill out the form on the right-hand side for your 14-day free trial to the chat room. Now let me bring up the stocks that we were watching this morning. We had some great calls. First one that we're watching, the main one that I was watching, telling the guys in the chat room was to watch is AGU holding below 99. 99 was a key level on the chart, on the daily chart. I'm trying to make this video quick, but let me go ahead and bring the daily chart over for you guys and show you guys why we were watching it and why we made it how we turned it into an actionable trade. All right, 1 second. This is a 5-minute. This is the daily chart of AGU. You can see we had this little band of support right here from the gap up that took place back here in September. So that area is acting support. So I was telling my guys, look, if we do not, you can see how we opened right here around the 99. Let's see, the stock opened up at 99.40. So I was telling the guys in the room, look, we need to hold above the 99 level. If we hold above 99, look for long setups. If we hold below 99, look for short setups. All right, and then when you go to when you take a look at the intraday time frame on it with the pre-market information from the sell-off, because this stock wasn't played from the news. All right, they missed on their revenue and they missed on earnings, they missed on their revenue. You can see here it sold off pre-market, and all it did was form a nice little bear flag. All right, we were able to catch some nice little cute longs here off this 99 level, and that made it like a little quick point right there. Caught that a little bit, but the real trade was when it started showing that it wanted to hold below 99. Excuse me, and it started showing some weakness here. All right, we caught this short right here from 99. Actually got out of it at 98 for a quick point. But then again, I was tracking it again right here and gave the traders another entry to get short once it broke this 97.50, and it had a nice little washout move right there. But our original short was 98.50 with a stop at 99.05, risking about 55 cents to make that $1.50 trade, and that was a great trade. One of my partners in the chat room, one of the co-moderators in the chat room, was talking about HOV to the short side. They called the HOV to a short at 5.55 with about 6 cents risk and caught that nice little move down as well. And those are really the morning trades. I mean, my other partner that in the chat room, he was saying how the market was going to sell off today because it was breaking to its key levels, and that played out to the T. So you want to make sure you're involved. You want to make sure that you're involved with the group of traders that know what they're doing and that are going to be able to help you with some trades. Not going to be able to feed you, but they're going to be able to walk you to the water and show you the skills and tools that you need. In any case, I didn't want to make this video too long. Hopefully I didn't. Hope you guys are having a great trading day out there. Real quick, HOV is going back to the top side, by the way, real quick. That's that. And also Google was another trade that I called out to the short side. I also put it on Twitter saying I was buying the 670 strike weekly puts. I bought them for $4.30, and they hit a high of $7 and some change. That was a nice trade that took place once it broke the 673 level. That little nice move down there. That's about it, guys. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys after the bell for the after the bell market summary. Cheers.